Now you can get all the pudding, cakes, and pies your heart desires.
This is absolutely delicious.
As a member of this PBS station, you can stream 3 full seasons of The Great British Baking Show plus masterclass episodes. Now available in Passport. Catch up anytime.
There we are, the crowning glory.
Become a member now. Sign in and start streaming Passport today.
Get extended streaming of PBS programs by becoming a KRWG TV member at krwg.org or toll-free 1-888-922-5794. Passport is only a benefit for television memberships at the $60 level or higher. That's just $5 a month for sustaining television memberships. Current $60 a year TV members can email feedback at nmsu.edu to unlock Passport. New members join us at krwg.org or 1-888-922-5794. Listen live to KRWG Radio anytime at krwg.org.
Local support for a portion of today's programming is provided by Wells Fargo. Our support of Aggie students goes beyond just banking. By supporting NEWS22, we're giving back to the community. Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far.
Wednesday.
Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jessica Navarez.
And I'm Mike Vigil. NMSU basketball is preparing for life without Coach Paul Weir.
NMSU Athletic Director Mario Mocha held a press conference today. He said since we're bolted for the rival UNM Lobos, NMSU has received an avalanche of interest in the head coach position. He also said the university and lawyers will focus on the $5,000 buyout owed to NMSU from Weir's contract. He will focus on finding the next head coach. Mocha also thanked Weir for his time at NMSU.
I certainly want to thank him for his 10 years of dedicated service to New Mexico State University. He worked tirelessly as an assistant, and he produced one of the most successful years in the history of Aggie basketball. As a friend, I wish him well all but 2 days of the year.
Mocha says he's not looking at the situation like Ware chose to join the rival. He's looking at it like NMSU coach did so well that it made him a multimillionaire elsewhere.
Governor Martinez says her veto of funding for higher education is not a political statement. Instead, she says it prevents cuts throughout the state's budget. At a press conference in Las Cruces, she says it's the only place she can cut without impacting state operations. She says the move will make it easier to balance the budget considering the state's $350 million shortfall. Martinez says she'll call a special session soon to restore funding for higher education. She says she was forced to make the move because Democrats ignored her direction to not increase taxes.
NMSU Chancellor Gary Carruthers says the university may make drastic cuts and changes if budget problems go unsolved. At a forum for the El Paso Times, he said NMSU is considering merging colleges, cutting programs, and evaluating faculty productivity. Carruthers says the legislature must make the budget sustainable or universities will always look at raising tuition. The budget issues are leaving state universities unsure of their budgets for the 2018 fiscal year. Regents say they can't consider raising tuition until budgets are known. The top two candidates are in it to win it for the title of ASNMSU president.
NEWS22 Selena Madrid reports on the runoff election.
That's hard. Kevin Prieto will face Corey Stevens in a runoff election for ASNMSU president this week. Chief Elections Officer Allison Valdez posted the results of a close election last Friday, while the two candidates waited anxiously. Even though Prieto was ahead by 217 votes, he still did not have the 50% plus one votes to win.
You know, it's not that hard to go vote, but a lot of people don't do it. So the people that did go vote, thank you.
It's been years since ASNMSU has had a runoff election, and the candidates say they are going all out for their next round.
Receiving the most votes, I am more than humbled. I am excited, but we need more. I need the more support. That was kind of like the semifinals. Now we're in the finals.
I've come into this election as an underdog. I hope I've proven not proven some people wrong, but I hope I've shown my passion and love for New Mexico State University, and I hope that shows in the numbers.
Both candidates say they are honored to be a part of the first runoff election in so many years.
I hope we could do it one more time. This will be my last campaign of, my school, college career. So I really hope that we can go and, even push for 2,000. Right now we got 1,000 votes, but if we get to 2,000, that would be amazing.
Thank you, Aggies, for an incredible 2 weeks. Thank you for your support, your love, your passion for the university that we are all here to fight for now.
Chief Elections Officer Valdez is excited about the runoff election and is proud to say they have had the biggest turnout of voters in many years.
It's just been really exciting. I know the last time we had a runoff was, I don't even know, maybe 2012.
Both candidates have different ideas and experience levels to share with NMSU. But what they are most thankful for is the opportunity they've been given and the students who have taken the time to vote. Selena Madrid, News 22.
And the sun was out again today, really beating down on us. Another hot one here in Cruces.
Yes, and it was definitely very, very humid today. Selena, what do our current conditions look like?
That's right, it was a bit humid today, but it actually was an awesome day. Let's go ahead and take a look at some current conditions. Right now we do have partly cloudy skies with a temperature of 80 degrees. Winds are coming at 7 miles per hour from the southwest. Humidity is at 12%. Our dew point is at 28 degrees with a barometer at 29.67 inches. We did hit a high today of 85 degrees with an overnight low of 52, and the average for today's date was 68. Taking back in time to the year 2002, we did hit a high temperature of 88 degrees, and in the year 1995, we did hit a low of 33. There is no rainfall for today, so the yearly rainfall stays as is. That's all I have for right now. I'll be back later with your national forecast. Back to you at the desk.
LCPS is promising students that they can feel safe while they're at school. Superintendent Greg Ewing is proposing new measures for federal enforcement agencies to follow on campus. The new proposal says all information requests or access to school grounds must go through with a legal warrant. The proposal adds on to the existing protections that don't allow employees to ask students about their immigration status. There's been a 60% attendance drop at LCPS schools since immigration raids started back in February. Ewing says that LCPS is one of the many local institutions that are being affected by President Trump's new policies. And Las Cruces Public Schools is also working alongside the Doña Ana Community College. They're developing 19 new career and technical programs of study. The programs are designed to teach career-oriented skills and give training as part of the high school curriculum. Some of the new fields of study are aerospace technology, automation and manufacturing, and early childhood education.
Every New Mexico kid can now enjoy a good, healthy meal at school, and they won't be criticized for it. Governor Martinez signed a bill last week for students who can't afford school lunches. The bill ensures every kid will have access to the same meal. This is meant to end lunch shaming for students who can only afford less appealing meals or who have accumulated a lunchroom debt. Senator Michael Padilla says young kids shouldn't be punished for things out of their control. The bill is the first of its kind in the United States. The city of Las Cruces is teaming up with the public school district to host a town hall meeting. They plan to discuss concerns in education funding. Mayor Ken Miyagashima said Tuesday that schools in southern New Mexico are facing a lack of funding due to state officials. Currently, the state budget is in a gridlock between Governor Susana Martinez and the Democratic legislature. The town hall meeting will be Thursday evening at Las Cruces City Hall.
This past weekend, the annual Las Cruces International Festival was held, where over 70 cultures were represented, from China to Greece. NEWS22 Savannah Hernandez has more.
Artuan Green, a senior at New Mexico State University, has worked at the Las Cruces International Festival for the past 2 years. A marketer for the international border programs at New Mexico State, he is passionate about being a part of the event, which unites hundreds of cultures in the Las Cruces community.
What I'm doing here today is I'm the master of ceremony, so I'm emceeing, I'm introducing tables, introducing organizations and countries.
The festival has taken place for the past 30 years, and it's an opportunity for everyone to learn about various countries.
It showcases culture. This place showcases that we're all different but united we're a strong community, you know, and that we build up a community, whether we're from China, whether we're from Africa, whether we're from Indonesia.
There were booths from places as varied as Europe to Asia.
We're participating in an international festival. We do this every year. This is our third, I think, or fourth year, because I'm doing my bachelor's. And yeah, I'm just bringing my culture here.
We have some Chinese traditional exhibition, some mini exhibition, and we have the paper cutting and the dragon mask coloring, and we can give you a Chinese name and learn some Chinese culture and language.
With all the division in the world today, this event was a good way to unite the cultures of the world. Savannah Hernandez, News 22.
And stay tuned. Selena will be back with your national forecast.
And later, Javier Gutierrez shows us how the border wall can affect the area. More on that when News 22 continues.
Hi, I'm Norma Vichot, Program Manager for KRWG. It's a brand new season and host Joseph Rosendo is headed on another journey. The new season of Joseph Rosendo's Travel Scope includes adventures to the Cook Islands in the Pacific, joining a parade of the medieval guilds during Zurich's festival, exploration of the stone figures on Easter Island, and the Amazon rainforest in Peru. Come scale new heights of adventure, natural splendor, and cultural richness this season. The travel adventure begins Sundays at 2 p.m. on KRWG.
The KRWG TV public file is available to the public at 2915 McPhee Circle, Milton Hall, Room 117, on the campus of New Mexico State University. Regular business hours are from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Files are also available online at stations.fcc.gov.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Wednesday,
where news matters.
This weekend we're celebrating Earth Day. To highlight the festivities is an Earth Day event at Plaza de las Cruces from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. The festival is free and open to the public, and the popular Reuse and Recycle fashion show is back. The program coordinator says to expect lots of entertainment and food from different vendors and dancing. For more information, visit the city's website.
An Arizona congressman and an environmental group are suing the Trump administration over his border wall. Raul Grijalva and the Center for Biological Diversity filed the federal lawsuit. They said the wall is dangerous for endangered species like jaguars and ocelots. The animals have traveled across the border for thousands of years. The lawsuit says the Department of Homeland Security must report wall's environmental impact. Reports like this are required for the major actions affecting human environment. A report for the border area was last filed in 2001.
In Las Cruces, environmentalists are also trying to voice their concerns about a border wall.
One organization is trying to educate the public on these issues. News 22's Javier Gutierrez reports.
I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words.
This campaign promise is what rallied many of Donald Trump's supporters during last year's presidential election. But few had any thought for the wildlife that would be affected if a wall is built. That's why the Southwestern Environmental Center in Las Cruces is doing its part to better explain the potential impact. The group led a hike to the border to teach how it could affect the environment.
As you can see, this border wall here, this is the pedestrian fencing type of design, and this is the worst kind for wildlife. It's impenetrable to larger animals.
Kevin Bigsby is the director and founder of the Southwestern Environmental Center. He says the biggest threat to animals is the disturbance of natural migration trails that can affect both mammals and birds. He says it could actually endanger some animal populations.
Mexican gray wolves, for example, which exists in precariously low numbers on both sides of the border. This fence would prevent those populations from interbreeding.
The group encountered a couple Border Patrol agents who explained the layout of the land.
So it goes up and then back down and then back up because of the landfill. And then the fence goes all the way to the port of entry and then to the other side of the port of entry.
Bigsby hopes expeditions like these will teach the value of the Southwest ecosystem and how unique it is to keep it preserved. Javier Gutierrez, News 22.
You know, the weather's been great here lately, but people in other places haven't been so lucky.
And Selena is here to tell us a little bit more about the national forecast.
Thanks, guys. That is actually right. There has been a lot of thunderstorms happening other places in the U.S. As you can see, there will be some severe thunderstorms through tonight, flooding downpours, large hail, damaging winds in Midland, Roswell, Lubbock, Amarillo, and Dodge City. So be expecting those. Make sure you guys just stay inside and stay safe. Let's go and take a look at our next map where we will be discussing other heavy storms that will be taking place on Sunday. Be expecting those torrential downpours, gusty winds, travel disruptions in St. Louis, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Toronto, Syracuse, and Montreal. And for our next map, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at our national forecast and temperatures around the United States. As you can see, Seattle, you are at 59 degrees, and it is rainy for you guys. San Francisco, you're at 62 degrees. Phoenix, 92. Denver, 75. El Paso, 87. You are partly sunny right now. Oklahoma City, 77 as well. St. Louis, you are at 74. And Washington, you are at 76. That is all I have for right now for our national forecast. After the break, I'll be back with some temperatures around our region.
Hi, I'm Michael Newman, host of New Mexico True Television, a travel series showcasing all the amazing things to do in the land of enchantment.
Be sure to watch Saturday afternoons at 12:30 and Sunday nights at 10 on KRWG-TV.
On Masterpiece.
Have you been to see your husband?
He's quite badly injured.
Peter instructed that 20% of the company should be placed in a separate trust.
For who?
She's brave to show her face. I'd say shameless.
Home Fires on Masterpiece.
Thursday at 8 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
The world's most popular love story, Romeo and Juliet, comes to great performances at the Met. Thrill to Deanna Damrow and Vittorio Grigolo as the original star-crossed couple in Tony winner Bartlett Shear's acclaimed production of Gounod's passionate opera. Look for Romeo et Juliet on great performances at the Met.
Friday at 8 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at some temperatures around our region. Farmington, you are at 70 degrees. Santa Fe, you are at 60. Albuquerque, you are a lot warmer at 72 degrees. Socorro, you are colder at 65 degrees. Ruidoso, 56. 80 here in Las Cruces, and Deming, you are at 80 as well. Tomorrow's temperatures do increase. Farmington, you are at 74 degrees. Santa Fe, 66. Albuquerque, you are a lot warmer again at 76 degrees. Socorro, you're at 78. Roswell, 73. Here in Las Cruces, we're at 82 degrees, and Deming, you guys are at 82 degrees as well. Alamogordo, be expecting those clear skies tonight with a low temperature of 50 degrees. Tomorrow, it will be sunny with a high of 81. Truth or consequences, you also will be having clear skies tonight with a temperature of 53 degrees. Tomorrow it will be clear for you guys with a high of 86. Silver City, you will be having clear skies as well with a low of 40 degrees tonight. It will be sunny in the forecast for you tomorrow at 77. And here in Las Cruces, we will have some clouds tonight with a low temperature of 52 degrees. Tomorrow, be expecting clear skies with a high temperature of 87 degrees. That's all I have for right now. I'll be back later with your 5-day forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Selena. Owners of an out-of-the-ordinary massage parlor are being accused of offering some other services.
That's the first story in tonight's Southwest Minute.
A couple in Austin, Texas is accused of running a prostitution ring after the company who owned the building became suspicious when the building's sewer line became clogged with condoms. The owners of Jade Massage were stopped at the airport in February with $30,000 in cash. Police found 2 employees with naked men. They also found $60,000 in cash. Both the owners are under arrest. An Arizona man is in the hospital after a roof collapsed on him. It was a demolition gone wrong near Scottsdale. Crews pulled the man to safety and he was taken to the hospital. Although he is in stable condition, there is no exact word on his injuries. An MIT grad accused of terrorism and making chemical weapons has pleaded not guilty. Nikolai Mork made his first appearance in a Las Vegas courtroom yesterday. Detectives found chemicals at his home. They were so strong they could blow through a military tank. Mork's attorney says his client is not a terrorist and that the chemicals in his home could be purchased anywhere and were intended for target practice. I'm Yvonne Del Rio with tonight's Southwest Minute.
There's still lots and lots going on with the head coaching situation.
Definitely, and Blas Maestas is up next with sports.
Thanks, Mike and Jess. Coming up in sports, we have more reaction from Mario Mocha on Coach Weir's departure and a play of the day you don't want to miss. You can toss that remote because NEWS22 Sports is next.
Coming up on Austin City Limits.
Saturday at 9 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
Front and Center is your ticket to a music series like no other. A unique exchange between the music industry's most awarded artists and their beloved fans.
Tell me you were happy everything.
This week on Front and Center, Canadian singer-songwriter sensation Shawn Mendes.
I've been needing stitches.
Don't miss Front and Center, now in its 7th season.
Saturday at 11 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
This is KRWG-TV NEWS22 Sports.
Welcome back on Blas Maestas. I know, it's been a while since y'all last saw me. The good news is I'm back now, but as for Paul Weir, he's gone, off to another challenge. Today, Director of Athletics Mario Mocha held a press conference at the Pan American Center to discuss Weir's departure and the team moving forward. Mocha says he supports Coach Weir, and even though the Aggies may be upset, they should be excited to have coaches who bring a new toughness to the court.
Understand how people could say, oh, he's going to our rival, we feel hurt about that. I can't control what our rival pays and the stuff they have. So it's in the eye of the beholder.
Like Las Cruces, St. Louis has a bruised heart over someone leaving. That someone being the Rams. They spent over 2 decades there, and now the city is suing the team for leaving to Los Angeles. According to CNN Money, the complaint says the city has lost nearly $3.5 million in amusement and ticket taxes, $7.5 million in property tax, and about $1.5 million in sales tax. St. Louis also says they were preparing to build a new stadium that would have added thousands of jobs. NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy has responded by saying there's no legitimate basis for litigation. The Rams have already spent 1 year in LA. LeBron James is helping to open a new school in his hometown of Akron, Ohio. The I Promise School will be opening fall of 2018 with 3rd and 4th graders. The school hopes to expand by 2022 with grades 1st through 8th grade. The new school is a joint effort between Akron Public Schools and the LeBron James Family Foundation. The foundation hosts educational and recreational activities for at-risk youth. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Later on, Selena will be back to take out your 5-day forecast. But first, we'll show you how a police officer helped a child after his main transportation was stolen. More on that when NEWS22 returns.
Next time on Call the Midwife.
Welcome home, Nurse Franklin. I'm afraid I need you to man the phone.
They're trying to close us down.
I am not certain that Sister Ursula is fit to be making these decisions.
What's the matter? Sunday at 7 p.m. on KRWG-TV.
stretching it, keeping it moving.
From the beauty of baguettes to the mastery of meringue.
You could put a little bit of kirsch in there.
Baking secrets revealed.
I usually leave it a couple of hours before eating.
Couple of hours?
Sunday at 3 p.m. on KRWG TV.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at our top stories. NMSU Athletic Director talked about Paul Weir's move from NMSU to UNM and what he's looking for in the next head coach. Javier Gutierrez shows us how President Trump's border wall can affect area wildlife. And Savannah Hernandez showed us cultures from around the world at the Las Cruces International Fest.
A heartwarming act by a Las Vegas police officer is going viral. Las Vegas, Nevada officer Mark Evans took a police report for a child whose bike was stolen several weeks ago. When Officer Evans learned of Jordan's story, he decided to buy a boy a new bike with his own money. Turns out the bike is the same model that was stolen from Jordan, something the officer didn't realize at first.
That's good. I'm glad he got some new transportation.
I know, that was definitely really sweet of Officer Evans. He did not have to do that.
Yeah, so what are the next 5 days looking like, Sarah?
Well, we are going to have a great Easter weekend. I'll go ahead and show you guys what the temperatures are going to be looking like. It's going to be an awesome next 5 days. Thursday, we will be having sunny skies with a high temperature of 87 degrees with a low of 52. Friday will be partly sunny with a high of 88 degrees and a low of 49. Saturday will be sunny as well with a high of 86 and a low of 48 degrees. Sunday will be very sunny with a high of 88 and a low of 49. And on Monday, we will be having partly sunny skies with a high of 88 and a low of 51. So it's going to be an awesome next 5 days. I'm really excited for it.
The National Weather Service in El Paso has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Otero County in south-central New Mexico until 7:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 6:54 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over High Rolls, or 6 miles west of Cloudcroft, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Hazard, quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Cloudcroft, Alamogordo, High Rolls, Mountain Park, La Luz, Burro Flats, Benson Ridge, Carr Canyon, Dry Canyon, and Cox Canyon. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
This news brief in Español is brought to you by Noticias22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias22.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Los saluda Alfredo Nahum en este breve informativo de Noticias 22. El director deportivo Mario Mocha realizó una rueda de prensa hoy por la tarde en el Centro Panamericano con respecto a la búsqueda de un nuevo entrenador para el equipo varonil de básquetbol de NMSU. Esto debido a que al final de la temporada el entrenador Paul Weir aceptó una oferta de UNM para entrenar al equipo de los Lobos. En la rueda de prensa se agradeció el trabajo que el entrenador hizo por los Aggies durante 10 años que colaboró en el equipo. Asimismo, se estableció que la búsqueda de nuevo entrenador comenzará de inmediato y tendrá el objetivo de encontrar la opción más adecuada para los Aggies de NMSU. Y en otras noticias, la policía de Las Cruces arrestó al responsable del robo del restaurante Taco Bell ocurrido el pasado 3 de abril. Israel López, de 22 años de edad, quien es un antiguo trabajador de dicho restaurante, es culpable de este crimen y enfrenta cargos de delito en segundo grado por robo a mano armada. Los empleados del negocio testificaron que el asaltante mostraba gestos característicos de López, lo cual ayudó a identificarlo. Adicionalmente, la chamarra, guantes y gorro utilizados por el ladrón durante el asalto fueron encontrados en el domicilio de López y en el interior de su vehículo. Este hombre se encuentra en la cárcel del condado de Doña Ana, donde permanecerá con una fianza de $100,000. Y esto ha sido todo, informando para Noticias 22, yo soy Alfredo Nahum.
Local support for a portion of today's programming is provided by Wells Fargo. Our support of Aggie students goes beyond just banking. By supporting News 22, we're giving back to the community. Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far.